Good morning from Camino Island. Yeah, it's Nana. And I am going to read you not about little bunnies today, although that's a little vignette I sent up. I'm going to read you about sheep. And this book is called Digby Differs by Miriam Koch. What's cool about this is it's a giant book. Look at that. It's so big I can't even get it into one coloring. And I'm going to stand up and read this because I can't do it any other way. Look how big it gets. Whoa! It's a massive book, and it says this is for wherever you go. Digby Differs by Miriam Koch. Look, I love seagulls. And it says, to my beloved North Sea. Digby was a sheep, a very special sheep. As you can see, Digby was different. He sensed it, and it made him feel very alone. Do you see how Digby's different and how he's all by himself? These are the other sheep, and there's Digby. One day, as a giant striped hot air balloon floated over the meadow, Digby's heart felt like it too was floating. And so he followed the balloon. Oh, there he goes after it. Look at that lovely town in the distance. He followed it into a strange world, but then the balloon disappeared, and Digby found himself alone once again. And there goes the balloon. He found other things that seemed a little bit like him. Do you see the things that look like him? Digby's so sweet. But none of them could answer his question, why am I so different? And where do I belong? Those are big questions. Why am I different? And where do I belong? He's looking, isn't he? Digby felt lonelier than ever. That looks kind of like him, doesn't it? What's that rat doing? Is he trying to get into the light post? He looks like he nibbled that carrot. And there's Digby sitting on the curb outside. What does that say? No flyers. They don't want junk mail, do they? He was afraid, and he cried and cried with big tears rolling down his face. Everything was different, but not his kind of different. That's a hard place to be, isn't it? The rats look very... Is he brushing his teeth? What's he doing? I think he is. Or he's drinking something. Maybe he's drinking a test tube of poison. I don't know. Ooh, that rat doesn't look too healthy. And Digby's sad. Ooh, yeah, that's poison for sure. Is he out at the dump? Need to be careful at the dump. He was not brushing his teeth. When he saw a train approaching, he desperately hoped that it might bring him someplace where it was okay to be different. Someplace where feeling different felt just right. Uh-oh, what do you think he's going to do? train. I wonder where all these boxes and packages are going, he thought. So this looks like the inside of a rail car. Oh, he found something that looked like him, but it's not him. There's beach umbrellas I'm seeing. Some fine sailcloth. What does this one say? Careful, it's heavy. What does that one say? I can't read that one. This one says circus. I love Digby, even if he's different. Ava, Amelia, Maxwell, Trip and Gavin. Don't you like Digby too? Me too. Even as he's searching, Digby was so exhausted that he soon fell asleep, fast asleep, and as he slept, he dreamt of somewhere different. Oh, Digby, you need to find a place where you belong. These boxes say life belts and Inga Broderson behind Hill 4, and it gives a 25899 on the sea. One says life preservers. I'll turn the page. When Digby woke up, he found himself surrounded by darkness. Where am I? He wondered. And then he heard a wonderful and soothing sound that warmed his heart. What do you think he heard? What is that? Kind of looks like Digby, doesn't it? Oh, there's my seagull again, I love. Oh, is that a picture of what this might be? Do you know what that's called? Look at this ship. You know, Nana got caught in a hurricane once. That's a different story. I could tell you that story someday. He climbed out of the dark box and found himself next to a mighty tower. It shone bright and looked just like him. It was a lighthouse. Digby felt a rush of happiness as he stood before the great open sea and breathed in the salty air. Oh, Digby. Digby found something that really looks like him, didn't he? And Digby is feeling what? What is Digby feeling? Joy? Happiness? A feeling of belonging? Everything here is different, so beautifully different, thought Digby. From atop the windy lighthouse, he looked out onto the distance and discovered a grassy hill with many other sheep. Well, look, Digby has binoculars. That's what those are. Our friendly little seagull. Looks like a tiny island far, far away. That's another story Maxwell will have to tell you about Yellow Island. That's our island. Yours and mine. And Ava's and Amelia's and Trip and Gavin's and now Maxwell's island. Those sheep. He was looking at those sheep. Let's turn the page. That is where I belong, he thought. He sensed it, and the wind had told him so. Oh, so Digby, he knew he was a sheep, didn't he? Even though he was different, he knew it. And Digby was different from the others. But it didn't matter, because here it was okay to be different. He had finally found his home, and he belonged. Every night, his new friend would send a beaming light to him, and Digby's eyes would shine right back. That's what the lighthouse lighthouse says. Boo. Lighthouses are for showing your way home when you're out at sea in big ships. Shows where the land is so the ships don't run around. Isn't that a good story? I'm glad you liked it. I'm going to turn the page one more time. Let's see what's on the inside. There's a little tiny feather. Can I focus in on that? There it is. And this story was, wherever you go, go with all your heart, by Confucius. About the author. Miriam, born in 1980, studied communication design with an emphasis on illustration in Trier, Germany. Her love for the North Sea and the coast inspired her to create Digby Differs. She works as a freelance writer and illustrator in Germany. Interesting. What a great book. Oh, Digby Differs. Oh, let's get that in focus. Yeah. Have a great day. Remember to be kind and to be true. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. Love you guys.